Ignite, sparked by BBB, where conversations are taking place to change the future.
Welcome back, everyone, to BBB Sharing. I'm Evie, Director of Ignite, sparked by BBB. We are here in the Ignite podcast studio once again, and I have Dominique Howard with me. Dominique, hello.
Hello, how are you?
And you are with Anytime Taxes LLC.
That's correct.
I got it right. I almost never get it right the first time. So I'm so glad you're here with me today because it is about that time of year.
Yes.
Actually, it is that time of year. And New Year's coming, people are starting to worry about their taxes. What is the best advice that you can give somebody this time of year to prepare for 2025?
I would say get all of your documents together. Don't wait till the last minute. Get all of your receipts, get all of your ID cards and Social Security cards, everything that's going to be needed to file the taxes. So I would say just stay prepared so that you don't have to rush and then you miss something important.
You're probably your least favorite client is the most disorganized person in the world.
Oh my goodness, yes.
and honestly, I try to not be that person. I try to be very organized and collect everything that I have. The problem is when you have two different places that mail gets sent to. So I have mail sent here where I live, and then I have mail sent at home where I grew up. And I'm like, this is not going to work for me because I have places going into different things, like papers going into different places, and my mind's all over the place. So how do you get that disorganized person to stay on track? Do you have like a list for them, or do you send them a motivational email where they're like, okay, you got this. I know it's stressful, but you can do it.
Right. I do send out a list. I let them know, hey, this is what you need. And I just talk to them and get comfortable with them and gain their trust to let them know that, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm here to get things in order for you. And so just trying to encourage them to go by the list, think about the jobs that they've worked to make sure that they collect all of the W-2s and all of the different information documents that they're going to need to file their taxes. So I build a rapport with them first.
Awesome. Do you ever have that resistance with a client where they're like, well, I don't feel comfortable giving you this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's why on my website and in my intake forms, I put on there that we are insured, we are registered with the Better Business Bureau. We are here to make sure that you feel comfortable with giving us your information because we're not here to harm you or to do anything illegal with your information. So I just try to build a rapport with them and let them know that I am accredited, that, I'm not just someone off the street trying to get their information.
Yeah, instilling integrity, honesty, respect, and trust in the marketplace, which is, what we do here at the BBB and why we love having accredited businesses like yourself.
Yes, and that's why I'm so excited to be a part of the BBB because, you hold us accountable and we want to be accountable. We want to let the consumers know that you can trust us in business.
Exactly. What are some common scams that you tend to see this time of year when it comes to people submitting their taxes, or maybe even something that's like a red alert for you guys?
Well, I know I've seen where scammers, they'll make duplicate emails, duplicate websites that will mirror something legitimate.
Really?
Yes. And so that they can easily fool, the consumers into sending their information to these sites that are not legitimate.
And somebody that wouldn't know any wiser than they'd be like, well, this looks legit.
Right. You have to do your homework. You have to check everything nowadays. You just can't take everything for face value.
No, then that's why, like, you're accredited business. We always encourage people to shop bbb.org because by finding you on there and finding that you're accredited, they're already doing their due diligence as a consumer by finding somebody that, they can trust.
That's correct.
So what are some services that you provide?
I provide tax services, tax preparation services for individuals and families, for businesses. We offer tax debt resolution through our partner.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and so that's awesome. A lot of people have over $7,000 in debt, in tax debt. So our services through them, they're able to assist.
So how does that happen? How do people get tax debt?
Well, sometimes people, they don't file their taxes and they end up owing, and then they don't file the next year and they end up owing, and then they don't file. Some people don't believe in filing taxes.
What?
Some people feel like that it's okay not to file, and that's so dangerous.
It's most definitely not okay. Please, anyone that's watching or listening, please file your taxes. It's not okay.
Right. And
Pretty
so
sure it's like super illegal to do that.
It is. And so then it's like, once you do file your taxes, you end up owing so much money,
Yeah.
and so that's how they get over $7,000 in that tax debt.
You put yourself in this hole you just can't get out of afterwards.
Right.
But you provide a service that helps people with that.
Yes, we do.
That's awesome.
Yes, we do. We do have the tax debt resolution through our partners. We also offer small business funding.
Oh, wow.
Yes, small business funding through our partners.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So many small businesses, they have such great ideas and they have so much excitement. And I want to say like youthful energy with them that makes them want to be a part of, changing the workspace and
Absolutely.
changing the business environment. But economically, it's so difficult for them to be able to make that groundwork,
Right.
especially in a place like, the Richmond area that's so like it's a business hub.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So have you had any small businesses that you've helped out?
I've had a few that have reached out, but none have went through the entire process.
They're probably like, scared.
I know.
Yeah.
We try to make them feel comfortable. We try to give them all of the information that they're asking for to make them feel comfortable to apply. But we'll have some that'll come through and that will apply. And I'm excited about the opportunities that they'll have getting that funding that they'll need.
That's going to be awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
I love that you guys do that for them.
Yes.
So what else do you guys do?
So we also do the tax planning to help you plan throughout the year.
Perfect.
We do that. We also do business formation. Those people that are looking to become a business owner and want to build a business and they don't know which business, which strategy to use or whatever. We also help with that. For local businesses, we have a notary service for local in the Spotsylvania area.
Wow.
Yes.
So now you know where to find a notary too.
Yes, in Spotsylvania.
What are some difficult things that you see for businesses when it comes to filing their taxes? Like, are they confused? They don't know how, they don't know what documents they need. Because I know for different types of businesses, like corporations versus LLCs or what's another one that I'm looking for? Do they have different tax formats?
They do. So like with LLC, you have S Corp and you have the C Corp. So all of those they're different. The taxes are different. So, but what I am
See, I don't know what I'm
finding,
talking about either. That's why I asked.
it's all good. But what I'm finding in the businesses is the organization and not keeping up with the documents.
Yeah.
And some of the things that they're trying to claim as deductions are not deductible.
Really?
Yes. So we have to keep things in line to know what we can deduct and what we can't deduct, and keeping things in order, and then sometimes I'm seeing businesses commingle, for example, when I say commingling the money. So like you have a small business like myself that may purchase something with their personal debit card or credit card or whatever, but it shouldn't be mixed. You should have a business account and you have to keep those monies separate. Yes. So
that actually makes sense. I see a lot of people, I've heard of a lot of people doing that.
Yes.
And it tends to cause a lot of confusion because what I've learned over the years is that, like, for example, one of the things that causes confusion, if you take money out of a business account and you put it in a personal account, but you're using it for a business purpose, that's bad because you're going to get taxed on that money in your personal taxes.
Yeah.
See, I know a little bit of something.
Exactly. So we have to make sure that, we're keeping that separate. We try to tell them, hey, you have a separate account for your business, have a separate account for your personal, and don't buy anything for the business with your personal account. Use your business account.
Yeah.
So that way, you'll be able to distinguish, those charges for business and personal.
Perfect.
Yes.
How does a first time, let's say someone's walking in your office for the first time and they're like, I want you to be my accountant, or I want you to help me pay my taxes. How does that first initial introduction go?
Well, they'll come in and they'll ask us to prepare their taxes, because of course I'm not an accountant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a difference. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, there's a difference. So, but I will ask them to show me what they've done last year. I would need to see the background of what they've done, what kind of business they do, how much they're charging for, whatever it is that they're doing, and getting all of the documents together, keeping everything together to be able to say, hey, this is what you need to do here. I have a strategy here, where you can save on taxes here, so it's just them bringing in their documents, let me see what they do, the background of it, and then we go from there. So we do free consultations.
Oh, awesome. So
Yes.
that initial, like, building the relationship
That's
and
correct.
helping them feel comfortable.
Right.
Awesome. So what I promised I would get to, the difference between, and I always list the three things. There's accountant, taxpayers, or a tax helper, and then bookkeeping. Those three things tend to mingle and confuse people. So tell me the difference between the three.
Okay, so now they can go in the same thing, but accountants, they're licensed accountants. They're people, they went through school to be an accountant, but a lot of accountants, they do prepare taxes. But I'm not one of those. I am a tax preparer where I went through the training matter of fact, through the IRS. I am a part of an AFSP, which is an annual filing program. It's voluntary, where we take a lot of classes, and we take like 100-question test,
Wow.
to be able to show that we do understand the ins and outs, as far as filing taxes. And it still doesn't teach you everything that you need to know. So you kind of have to grab it, grab
along
this.
the way,
Yes, and you're learning along the way. And it's a continuous learning curve with taxes, because you're not going to know everything. You're just not. But that's what a tax preparer, does. So I am a tax preparer, and I do have the AFSP, filing program behind me. And then you have the accountants, and then of course the taxpayer, like yourself, a consumer, someone that pays taxes that may need help in filing their taxes.
Awesome.
And then you asked about a bookkeeper. A lot of tax preparers, they do bookkeeping. Now, I am going to venture off into that one day. I am looking at taking some courses to be able to
Awesome.
offer that service as well. But yes, all of that kind of, it kind of draws in together.
It's in the same pot, but they're different ingredients.
That part right there. Yes, I agree.
The people tend to, when like sitting in an office here, they're like, oh, you're the BBB, so you file complaints. No, that's not what I do. Yes, I work for the BBB, but that's not what I do. And
Right.
it's kind of the same concept. But how can people get in contact with you?
They can get in contact with me through my website at anytimetaxesllc.com, or they can give me a call at 573-337-4107. The best way to really contact me is either one of those. We have a intake form on my website.
Oh, great.
Yes, where they can, send me information and let me know that they want that free consultation.
Yeah.
And we can go from there. But also, I wanted to say, those people that also file with Anytime Taxes LLC, they will have a chance to get a 2 round-trip ticket airfare
Wow.
and 2-night hotel accommodation, or the 7 nights resort getaway for a family of 4, or a 4-night luxury cruise. So whoever files their taxes with us, they have those choices out there.
Y'all better hurry up. You need to hurry up quick. Call Dominique, go to her website. She's amazing. I've loved getting to know you and talking to you. Dominique, thank you so much for joining me on BBB Sharing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I know it's gonna be fun going into 2025. And everyone that is watching on YouTube, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. We are BBB Central VA on YouTube. And if you are listening on Spotify, BBB Sharing. Thank you.
Ignite, sparked by BBB, where conversations are taking place to change the future.